There it is again. What is that thing? I can't take this anymore. It's like everywhere I go, all I see is this horrible, tall, thin, and seemingly faceless creature. It's been haunting my dreams, as well as ever since I first saw it. All it does is stand there and watch me. I can't shake this constant feeling of being watched. It's like I'm never alone. I hate it. I can't sleep, I can't go outside, and I can't function as a normal person anymore without it being there. I've done a lot of research the last couple of days, Googling what I can to best describe it. All I can remember was it being an impossibly tall, thin man. I say impossibly because no human can be that height and that thin. It's just not goddamn natural. I tried my best to remember its face. I figured that it would help narrow down the search, but there wasn't one. I have no memory of seeing that thing's face. It was always just a blur. But then, I could never look at it long enough without feeling uneasy. I usually just walked in the other direction or something. Or if it was a dream, or a nightmare at that, I would always wake up before I could get a clear look. Well, the search provided me with something called the Slender Man. What the fuck is a Slender Man? This mythical creature is this thing that's been stalking me? No, it can't be. I refuse to believe it. I've not left my house in 2 days. I've been held up reading all these Slender Man stories and accounts. Needless to say, sleep has eluded me for the duration. Nothing's going right anymore. I think I've angered it by not letting it in my dreams. I keep hearing banging on the windows late at night and creaking of the floorboards as I'm laying in bed. I know they say houses do that on their own, but this is different. The creaks aren't that of a house settling. There's weight behind them, like soft footsteps. However, every time I go to look, there's nothing there. But when I re-enter my room, I always get the sensation I'm being watched. Tell me, have you ever been sitting in a room by yourself, windows and doors closed, when suddenly the door opens for no reason? I think everyone's has. But I'm different. I swear it's not the draft. I've had all the windows locked for about a week now. I'm not one to believe in ghosts or anything of the sort. But this just has an eerie feel to it. Whenever the door spontaneously opens, it gets notably colder in the room. The second I leave the room, however, all the rooms are back to normal. So it's not like my thermostat's on the brink. Any room, however, except my own. My room has been getting cold recently. Real cold. I've resorted to lighting candles all around the room to try and heat up the place. I don't know what's happening. I'm starting to lose it. I went outside for the first time in over a week today. I thought maybe my delusions were coming from being cooped up and spending too much time scaring myself about the Slender Man. I went through my day-to-day life as best as I could. To my surprise, no sightings of that thing. Everything was going fine. In fact, I was starting to forget about the whole thing. That is, until I was heading home. I was walking through the woods, trying to take in as much fresh air as possible before I went home, when I stumbled across a piece of paper lying there in the middle of the footpath. I'd normally have just written it off as being some litter left by someone, but it was crisp white. It looked like it has been carefully placed there, no longer than perhaps 20 minutes ago. I picked it up and turned it over. It was a drawing of that thing, the Slender Man. A very crude sketch depicted with him with the words, "No, no, 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 no," scribbled down the sides of the page. As I tried to decipher the page, the clouds quickly darkened, turned to a heavy black. I best get home quick before the rain hits, I thought to myself. Now I'm home, sitting, staring at this fucking picture, going out of my mind, trying to figure out just how it got to where it was. Thinking about how new it looked, and wondering what sick fuck drew this and left it there for me. I'm just gonna go to bed. It'd be as well to get some sleep. I swear that picture's cursed. Slender Man was in my dream again last night. It seemed so real. I was lying in my bed in the dream, and I had woken up and seen him standing there, in the corner of my room. I tried to scream, move, do anything, but I couldn't. I lay there, frozen in fear, wondering what would happen. He just lifted his arm and stretched a good 10 feet to the headboard of my bed and rested his hand. I say hand, but it didn't really feel like hands, more like tendrils, over my eyes, and I went back to sleep. When I woke up, there was nothing. What a fucked up dream. Oh, and did you know what else has been happening since I brought the picture home? My electronics have been fucking up. My laptop shuts down on its own. Even with full battery, my TV randomly turns to static. My phone keeps getting no reception, along with the opening of doors, the constant sound of footsteps at night. You get the picture. I'm burning it tonight. Yeah, I'm taking it out back and setting the fucker alight. No. No, 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 no. This can't be happening. I watched that get burnt last night. I took the piece of paper outside and watched it burn. How can it be back? What kind of twisted bastard would put a duplicate copy through someone's mailbox? This isn't funny. I can't even phone for help because my electronics won't stop acting up and I'm too paranoid to leave the house. I don't know what to do. Things are getting too much to cope with now. Day after day, more and more of those damn pictures keep coming through. Nothing works. In the house, I keep thinking I'm seeing him in the house. Whenever I leave the room, I think I catch a glimpse of him in my peripheral vision or in the corner of a mirror as I pass by. It's driving me insane. Has this thing really invaded my home? If so, there's no safety to be had. If it can get me here, it can get me anywhere. Doesn't mean I won't go down without a fight, though. Okay, I've locked my doors and all the windows and took enough food and water from the kitchen to last me about a week. I'm going to hold it up in my room for as long as possible. I don't feel safe outside, nor do I feel safe in my own home. This is my last resort. I know he's got something sinister in store for me. I just know it. Why else would he go through such lengths to scare me into the brink of my sanity? Well, I've barricaded myself in my room for now. Nothing's getting in here without my say-so. It's getting late. I'm going to try and get some shut-eye. Shit. What was that? I swear I saw something. I swear I heard something move. It must have, because it works me up. This is no ordinary footstep that I've heard at the beginning of all this. Oh no, that was a loud, deliberate thud. It must be messing with me. The Slender Man knows I'm here. I would get up out of bed to turn the light on, but there's no point. He's been messing up the electrics. I lay here scared out of my mind, staring into total darkness. I know this sounds crazy, but have you ever seen a darker shade of black? That normal? Like when you're in a dark room with only a little light and everything casts a shadow, but some shadows seem darker than others? I swear, even though I'm currently in near blind darkness, that corner is darker than the rest. It's the same corner that was in my last nightmare. It's like the darkness is moving. My night vision is getting better now. I can see in a little more detail. Oh no. No. No, 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 no. I can see the outline of a man in that corner. A really tall, thin man. It looks like he's wearing a suit? Oh God, it's him. He's here, just like in my dream. I'm laying here frozen in fear, wondering what's going to happen. He lifts his arm and stretches it across my room over to my head, and he rests his hands?
No, these aren't hands. These are tendrils on my forehead. I thought about grabbing his arm and trying to push away, or get up out of bed and try to break down the door. But something told me, there's no use. Nothing will help me now. His tendrils grew in the length and snaked down my entire body, slowly wrapping themselves around me in some sort of blackened cocoon. Before I could scream, the blackness reached my face and covered my mouth. As it enveloped my head, the last thing to be covered was my eyes, which were firmly shut the whole time. I decided to open them one last time. I looked directly up, and he was there, standing directly over me, looking down. That was the last thing I saw before darkness claimed me. Although he has no face, I swear, he seemed to smile.